This is the most unserious zombie show I've ever seen. I read the manga a little while ago and I thought it was brilliant. This is brilliant. The anime I'm talking about today is Zom 100. Yes, Zom 100. Why are you talking about Zom 100? It's amazing. It's perfect. It's a way better nuanced version of any zombie genre out there.
There are no rules, man. We're lost.
It actually is hilarious. It's genuinely funny. It has anime tropes, it has actual for-all breaks, it has references, it's amazing, it's awesome. It also depicts a really heavy issue in Japan, and that's the Japanese workforce, and it's beautiful. It's a great looking anime. It looks amazing. How it's kind of nuanced is that it kind of takes the form of a comedy, but it has deep tones in there. Deep tones in there. And it flips its head. It's nice. It's basically saying that the end of the world isn't the end of the world. It's the start of something new. The end of corruption. The end of basically modern slavery, if that kind of makes sense. In Japan, that definitely makes sense with their workforce and how the job culture is there. All the MCs in Zom 100 are happy that it's the end of the world. They're happy that zombies are here because they don't have to go to their day job. They don't have to do whatever they had to do, and they can finally start living their life. It's kind of refreshing to see that take rather than the take of, oh, let's start civilization back up. Because I think I would definitely agree. I think it would be way funner, and funner's not a word, but fuck you guys. The show is funny. And when I say it's funny, it's not that typical, you know, anime, trope-y kind of humor. It's in there, but it's not entirely that. It's deadpan humor. There's a fourth wall break here and there. It's referencing things like from other zombie shows or other zombie movies, which is nice to see, and it's situationally funny. That's the best kind of funny. The funny where it's, how did they get here? How did this happen? Why did this happen? It's happening. It's funny. It's nice to watch. It's something that gives me a genuine smile when I'm watching it.
ゆかりさんは彼氏とかいたりするんですか？
それって今聞かなきゃいけないことなんですか？
ですよね！絶対違うよね！やっべ間違えた！どうすればこの場を盛り上げることが
Whether it's about the characters being a little raunchier or a little lovey-dovey, it's has that charm.
完全に個人プレイですか？しかもボディタッチまで！トーク力があったらな！県長？
The Japanese workforce epidemic, and why I call it an epidemic is because I feel like, I actually don't know what that word means. In Japan, in the workforce and their culture, it's kind of common for them to work insane amount of hours.
じゃあ、そろそろ会社戻ろうか。
if whether it's animation or just sitting at a CEO company building type of thing, they work from not just 9 a.m. They work from probably 6 a.m. to 6 a.m. They even get to go home. Like, I couldn't imagine just working and sitting at a job and not thinking that I'll be able to go home. That's insane. And it's basically slavery, because if you aren't going to do that, or you decide to actually go home, take your break, you're going to get replaced. It's really competitive out there, and it's just sad. They're brainwashed by this society that tells you that work culture is fine and that this is normal, but then you just end up with no time and you're hurting. It's kind of scary almost, and that's why the suicide rates are really high in Japan, and they have to genuinely pray for the zombie apocalypse. It's kind of sad. It's something that needs more attention. It's something that they need to work on as a country, and we need to help them out by, I don't know, watching this anime. It's very colorful, it's explosive, it's unique. It's the type of animation that One Piece or My Hero or even like Arcane kind of. You know what I mean by that creativity in animation, in that it's not some actual copy-paste type of form. It's genuinely unique. It's colorful and it's amazing. And the color has to do with the deep theme of living your life, and if you are stuck in survival, just surviving day to day, that life gets more colorful when you actually start to follow your dreams and you start to live and do what you want. That right there is great animation, and it's actual art. It's beautiful. The MCs are relatable and lovable. Akira worked for this evil company, this company that a lot of people in Japan would relate working for. They treat him like dirt. He has no free time. He's forced to stay over, and at first he was an intern trying to actually get the job and be able to earn his way and make money. He found himself in a really deep hole, a cycle he couldn't get out of, to where he wished he was dead rather than even working. And at that point, you are dead. If you're still going through that, you're just a living zombie. I think that's a nice contrast to have as an MC. And then you see this other side of him once the zombie apocalypse starts, that he only wants to follow his dreams, that he's free, and that he just wants to do what he wants to do. He's colorful despite the zombie apocalypse. He's almost fearless in a way, so he creates this list of the 100 things that he wants to do before becoming a zombie rather than surviving, because he's already been through that before. I think that's a great MC. The second character, Kensho. He's a goofball, but in his previous life, he had it all. He had a job, he met celebrities, he hung out with celebrities. It's what you strived for, or what people are still striving for. And despite all that, he wasn't happy. He didn't enjoy his life. It was all a lie, and he was lying to himself because he never followed his dreams. He never followed his passion, what he wanted to do, and that's to become a comedian.
美人のモデルをものにしても、大物政治家や有名スポーツ選手と会食しても、ちっとも嬉しくなんかなかったんだ。俺は本当はお笑い芸人になりたかったんだ。あったらそんな会社さっさと辞めちまって今からなればいいじゃねえか。
And I think that's very relatable, and you can relate to characters like him, and a lot of people can relate to characters like him. The third MC, there's four, but I'll just cover three. The third MC, Shizuka, she's kind of a, how do I put it?
そもそもヒーローなんてものは個人が語る肩書きではなく、その行動の結果、周囲から与えられる衝動にあるべき。
なんかすげえ理屈っぽくて小難しい人だ。
She plays life very safe, and she follows the rules, and she doesn't step out of her comfort zone because why? It's dangerous. It's something that a lot of people can relate to, and if you combine all these characters together, they kind of equal a complex societal view of either Japan or even other countries. She doesn't like branching out. She doesn't believe in love, that it only comes in pain and things like that. And she's basically a true realist and very logical way of thinking, and doesn't step out of her comfort zone, and therefore she's not living herself. And you can see all the characters not really living their life. And the moral of the story is, are you truly living or surviving? Are you a walking zombie or are you alive? Are you following your passions, or are you just going day to day, going to your job and you're halfway unhappy the entire time because you're not doing what you love? I think that's a really deep theme, and I think a lot of people need to watch this anime and think a little deeper. It is a great comedy, but it also has a great moral. It has nice themes that make a lot of sense and would help a lot of people realize that they need to step out of their comfort zone, or follow their passion, or quit their job that made them feel like a zombie. So the question is, are you living or are you just a walking zombie? That's all I gotta say. Okay, bye.